I am back with another live stream and the final bit of the hunt to see what other old dimes or what potential things could be out there. So I'm going to start cracking into these because I don't want to be on here all day. So one of the things that I've been doing is I've been separating them and putting my loyal portraits and stuff like that inside of here. Makes it a lot more easier for me to basically separate the dimes from years that they are from. So I'm going to try to make this real quick because I want to make sure that it's a properly spaced part. But I'm hoping to see if I find anything else. Yesterday was pretty cool. Found a few more King George V dimes. 3 out of 4 of them were unlegible. One was a 31, but it was very, very worn to the point that I was able to unread it. And it looks like I got my first 68. I'm pretty sure that's a 68. Yep. So that's going to be another one. So far, out of all the hunts, I've gotten 7 68s. This is going to be my 8th. So and hopefully there's something pretty old, but I know this can be pretty boring. I'm not expecting anybody to really show up, but this is just a document to show that this is what I found in the year 2023, which is kind of a little crazy. Georgie, 1950. Looks like the majority of this one is going to be Laureate portraits, because it's basically all the 60s right here. And I also have an update for the 500 sub giveaway, so if anybody out there is watching this in the future, at the very end, I'll let people know what I will be giving away. I have 2 things from my private collection that you can either choose from. They're right here. So I'll put that off to the side there for later. Mostly 65, 63, 60s. By the looks of it. And it looks like that's going to be that for this roll. Okay, let's open up another one. These are a pain to open up. That's what I will say. But people will actually buy these. I haven't found much history on these rolls for some strange reason. Because, one, I can't find much history on them. So it's kind of a little bit difficult to determine why these things were invented. But my guess was they're either invented in late 70s, early 80s, because I heard these are vintage 80 rollers. They're supposed to be reusable rollers, so basically you weren't supposed to throw them out. And during that time, the whole save the trees, stuff like that was going on. So people were trying really hard to basically not use like things that are made out of like paper bags, stuff like that. So basically, from my acknowledgement, they created those dime rollers in order order to basically save on paper, because you put hundreds, or if not thousands, or even millions, or even tens of millions, or hundreds of millions of coins in paper wrap rolls. That's a lot of paper being used in one given. So it doesn't make it really easy to determine them, but kind of makes it a little difficult. That's all I have to say. So that's why they made these rolls, so they could save on paper. That's from my understanding, at least. Try to keep these together. So that's 56, 66, 57. Okay. 65. That's 55. 59. If you guys got any questions out there about coins or anything like that, there are a few people that I know that can help you out with this, and me personally. If you want to know a true value of a coin, it's not really that hard, but can really make people a little disappointed sometimes. Just because you have a roll of silver dimes doesn't mean you're going to get $150 for it. I think that's a little bit too extravagant in my personal opinion. Because no one's going to pay premiums like that. Maybe if they're uncirculated, but people are usually going to pick those out most of the time. It's kind of surprising. I've never found an uncirculated Georgie. The closest I've ever gotten was a 53. I found two 53s that are in pretty good shape. One's about uncirculated, and the other is basically uncirculated. But I really like these dimes. Dimes have always been my favorite currency. Just because they're small, they're light, but they also pack value. I'm surprised I haven't found any mackerels. No mackerels yet so far. But I am finding a bit of 60 stuff, but that's to be expected. I am finding a bit of 55s. Last time I did, I only found 154, which is kind of surprising because all I need is 6 more 55s to make a whole roll, but I need 30 for 54s, and I need 16 58s. So I'm hoping maybe I can accumulate a whole roll this time around, but I'm not too sure. Those are a little bit more harder dates to find. I don't know why 58 is such a lower mintage. Never really understood that. But it's looking pretty good so far. So let's get this next roll. You can tell that, yeah, these have been sitting in here for a long time. Like, that is straight up corrosion caused by probably more than likely the plastic that it's been sitting in. Corrosion's quite common on some of these coins. I want to grab my loop. if this one was a double date, it would have been easily recognizable, but it's not. It's worn, but it's not worn enough to not be legible, so it's not going to be that variation of the double date 51 or the double die. I'm going to have to learn my reverses and obverses a little bit more better. Because in the States, it's a complete opposite. Here in Canada, it's kind of not. So it kind of throws me off. And this one would have been a 37 at one point. The reason why I say this would have been a 37 is, let's see if I can get that to focus in a little bit. And it probably doesn't want to, but basically, the reason why I know this is a 37 is because usually the dates are really small. So they're really easy to get worn. So that'll be my first 37 right there. And it's really hard to even get one that's like below like very fine with the date still even eligible. I've never found a 37 with the date still intact. I own an uncirculated 37. I use it for examples most of the time. Oh, another 55. Two more, and I'm pretty sure I have a full roll of 55s, which would be pretty sweet. No 58s yet so far. Pretty sure this is the third roll. $19.50. And this one's actually got a little bit of interesting toning going on. That's actually pretty nice. Finally, one of focuses on me. I love these old Georgie dimes. Cool. Kind of like the same as in this one. That's right there. There's 43. There's some markers. Let's move that one up. Come on. I want another 48. Give me one. That'd be pretty sweet. So we can have 248s. That's basically getting full now. 62 and 64. You can tell that was the under one too. Like, yeah, that was at the very end. You can tell it's been sitting in there for years. It's kind of funny. It's a whole roll too, so well, not a whole roll, but getting kind of full there. Man. 63. 59. 56. 47. Ooh. All right. 47. Plain. Try to keep the 47 planes and stuff like that separate from each other. But eventually I'll have to go through my Georgies to basically figure out if I even have full rolls on those dates. Because I have quite a bit of them now. Surprised no one has even showed up yet. I'm feeling awfully lonely and forgotten. That's to be expected for a small YouTuber. But I wasn't looking for tons of praise or anything. I was just doing this to show that you could potentially find stuff like this out there. So, if you get good relationships with your bank tellers, I would suggest asking them if they were getting old coins like this. So it doesn't hurt to ask. Some out there will help you. Some of them hate their jobs for some strange reason. But the ones that do help you deserve praise. Finally, another 58. Well, actually, my first 58, but 63. Lots and lots of Florida portraits. Can't complain about that. Not in the slightest. But I'm surprised I haven't found any other dates yet. Georgie's. Oh, another 55. So how many 55s do I have now? I have exactly a full roll of 55s. Finally. Now we can put that in the 55 roll. '64. Ooh, this one's really beaten up. 1940. First 44. 59. 65. 63. 50. Another 43. 47 make believe. 63. 11. 45. 44 and 61. Now I'm on to the fifth roll. Dude. Oh, for a second I thought I saw an American, but it was playing tricks on me. I'm surprised I haven't found any uncirculated 50s dimes yet. That's me quite a little confused. Okay. This is a lot of silver. Always wondered if there was ever a box of quarters that was like this. Could you image a box of quarters like this? Oh my god, I'd be freaking out. One of these days it's going to happen. I'm going to find a banker box of quarters, open it up, and I'm like, oh my god. I can't believe what I found. I can't believe what I found. That's what I'll be saying. Then I'll have a heart attack. And I'll be at the white doors of heaven. And I'll be like, shoot. Didn't want that to happen. Because I got too excited. Man, I'm surprised I have not found any uncirculated 51s yet. I haven't found any 54s yet either. 47 plain. One of the things that I really love about silver is just the sound of it. But I don't know when I'm ever going to get another collection dump like this again. I don't know. I live in a town full of retirees. Never know what you can find. Oh, yes, another 58. Goodness. A little bit more focused in. There we go. Another 55. Already only 168, which is good because we don't want that many 68s. We want it to all be basically 80% silver. I wouldn't mind if there was some macros mixed up in here, but I haven't seen a single one yet, which is kind of a little crazy. That's a 61, 51. 53. 66. And close to a whole roll of something by now. Another whole roll. So these are going to be a whole roll of 62, 63, 64, 65s, and even possibly 66s. So I still have another 5 rolls, and I'm almost halfway through. Some of these coins have some weird flakes on them. And another 53. Roll number 6. There goes that. Okay. Even some 54s would be nice. I don't think I'm going to accumulate a whole roll of 54s because they're just that difficult to find sometimes. They're just somewhat of a lower vintage coin, I find. 41, first one. There's gotta be at least one uncirculated. 50s done. At least one. My hands are getting like really grimy too. Like, that's just all the silver oxidization. Now I have no friends in the chat. Makes me a little lonely. Oh well. I think some of you at the very end might want to come back because I'm going to show off something in here. Oh, another 68. Yep. Another 68. Oh no, that's going to make 9 68s out of all the rolls. Person at least had some good eyes to get all the 68s out and probably separate them. It's not good enough if you're an actual dealer. Yeah. 51. One of these days, I'm going to have to go through all these Georgies, make sure I'm not missing a double date or anything like that. Another 58. Sweet. First 42. So basically, almost all the ones from the 40s, missing 48 and 49. So 4 more rolls left. Roll number 7. And now I got a glare on top of here. So let's make it shine with some silver. Okay. 47 Maple Leaf. I guess someone's seen this one, but it's a little hard to see. Another 37. Another 46. Starting to get some more Georgies this time. Oh another 58. Sweet. And another one. Sweet. 55. 56. 50. 51. 53. Ooh, this one's looking a little bit more nicer. The one behind the 45. Oh, why? Why must you do this to me? Look at that giant scratch. That's not even worth putting in a flip. But the other side looks so nice. Come on. No. No. Why does it have to be that way? That would have been a nice one. I was hoping it wouldn't have been scratched. Oh, another 58. Sweet. 47 maple leaf. 56. I'm from Ontario, Canada. Down near Windsor way. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. So how are you doing, Ronald? Roland? I'm pretty sure that's how I pronounce it. I was going to say Ronald, but that's not the proper name. Almost done going through all these dimes. I have another 3 rolls after this one, but looks like this one has quite a bit of Georgies in it, so there could possibly be a 48, but I don't know. But I do see something right there. I think it might be a George V dime. I'm hoping this one has a date because it's on the flip side, but after all the other ones I got, I'm not expecting it. And by the looks of it, I do not think it has a date at all. But it is George V dime. I'm going to see if I can even see it with my loop. I cannot make out a single thing, so that's going to be the first one from this hunt. There's a 38 and a 39, and there's another one behind it, but pretty worn again. Highly doubt there's going to be a date. And this is making me scream internally because it's either 90, I mean not 90, 80% or 925. So now there's 2. This one's a nicer one. Please let it be from the 50s. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, show. Don't be that way. Well, it doesn't want to show, but it's a 63, but no major scratches, but it does look a little cleaned up here and there, but that was a little bit more nicer. 61 has a huge scratch on it. It's unfortunate, but there's some more interesting ones in this one. Oh, another 39. Another 39. The other 2 are just going to be Gloria portraits. No 54s yet. Oh, another 58. Yes. Yeah, I sometimes comment with North Central Coins or them. I've seen that they found a few interesting things over the years. He got actual silver dollars. I never got anything like that, but I got an actual collection dump, which is something extremely rare to come by, especially in this day and age. So this I'll be holding on to for years to come because I'm not really strapped for money. And I'm not really desperate to sell my stuff off, so I've had my dealer offer to buy it off me, but I told him, nah, I'm fine. I'll sell you my American, not my American silver, but I'll sell you the $1,000 that I have in American quarters. And he said to me when he comes back from his vacation, he'll buy it off me. Like, sweet. Likes buying it off me either in $500 or $1,000 segments. Doesn't make much. I actually make the majority of the money out of the three-way transaction because he sells it off to another guy that brings it across the border. Hello, Silver Dart. And thumbs up to you too. Hopefully we find another interesting here or something. Looks like this one's going to be yet again more lawyer portraits. And one of the things that I like about having good relationships with my tellers is they'll sometimes keep an eye on me. Some of them I notice are getting a little bothered by me. I'm not going to name names, but I noticed one of the ladies there, and I'm not going to start any drama or anything like that by naming their names. Apparently one of the ladies left because of the other lady, aka the manager, is kind of being rude. Sometimes I hear she's talking stuff about customers and making rude remarks. And I'm like, that's kind of not right. Like, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. I'm not causing any problems. I'm being honest, and I'm not doing anything lucrative, so I'm not trying to con people out of money. I'm not trying to pull out tens of thousands of dollars a day where it can get my bank account actually shut down. That was one of the things people were like, oh, if you're a coin collector, your bank account could possibly get shut down in the United States. And then you find out it's like, no, the reason why I got shut down is because he was pulling out so much money. Sometimes they have every right because they're worried that it could potentially be money laundering. See, I don't do that. I tell them straight up what I do. And they're more than glad to help me out in any way, shape, or form. I'm surprised I haven't found a 54 yet. When I first started opening these rolls, I was finding a bit of them, but now I'm not finding any at all. Any at all? Any at all? Maybe that's the last of the 54s. I can already tell I'm going to have a full roll of each individual dime. But probably again, I'm not too sure. One of the things is starting next month, October 3rd, it'll be exactly 3 years of me coin roll hunting. I will be showing off all the coins that I basically found throughout the years. And I came up with an estimate, even with the silver involved, all the commemoratives, stuff like that. I think I might have about $10,000 accumulated, which is not bad at all. Not bad. About 6,000 to 7,000 of it is in silver. And I think 50 of the rolls should be after this hunt are going to be basically 80% silver. I know, the sound of silver sounds so nice. And the cooler part is, because these coins have been sitting in these rolls for so long, you can kind of tell. Try to pull it back out a little bit. Come on, you're focusing there for a moment. There we go. You can see where it's been sitting in the roll for a while, so when you flip it around, it's like blast white on that edge. 64, but it's not uncirculated or anything like that, so. Oh, dang, I thought this was a 66, but it wasn't. I mean, a 56. Yeah, someone must have had these for years and years and years to come. They probably thought about selling it off, and then they probably never did or anything like that. And then no silver dime is left behind. But basically, what happens when people pass away, kids or somebody inherit coin collections. Some people don't have time to deal with it, which I really kind of don't understand. So they'll either take it to the bank and just be like, oh, it's just dimes. Who cares? And they don't realize it's like, yeah, you had $4,000 in silver and you brought it back to the bank without even realizing. So when stuff like that happens, my coin dealer, I mean, not coin dealer, my bank tellers will call me, let me know that if they have it in, that I can get it. And no way in shape or form would I buy 4 grand in silver dimes. No way. No way, shape, or form would I buy that much silver in one shot. I would like to find that much silver in one shot, and I actually did. Ooh, this one's actually looking a little bit more nicer. This one actually might be the nicest Georgie that I now own. That is really nice. Come on, you were just focusing there for a moment. Focus. There we go. Oh, that's actually really nice. Still got a little bit of details. It's been cleaned clearly, but that is really nice. I'll put that one off to the side. But no 54s. I'm wondering if I'm even going to find a 54 in this hunt. That's one of the things that I'm looking for. It's more 54s so I can make a whole roll. Found no 49s either. And I found no 48s. I hope I find another 48. I've only found one throughout this hunt. The 4-part hunt series. I was originally going to do another part next Sunday, but I didn't got time, and I forgot to upload my video yesterday when I ended up falling asleep, so yeah. Sometimes I don't think. This one's going to be a 68. That's going to be my third one. So there are some 68s in here. It's going to be my third one, but it looks like it's not going to be that many, which is good. I don't want that many 68s. So that will bring my 68 total to 10 now from all those hunts, which is actually pretty good. That means only 1/5 of a roll was only 50% silver. And no mackerels, unfortunately. I'm a stacker, but I also collect numismatic coins too. I have tons and tons of numismatic coins. If it looks nice, I will put it in a flip. If it doesn't look nice, or there's something bothering me about it, then I just consider it to be silver weight. Sometimes even some coins that are like, let's say you have a whole roll of 65s, then here's the thing, even if they're uncirculated, I wouldn't offer you more than spot price for it. Maybe $5 more, maybe 10, but not a whole lot, even if they are uncirculated. And finally, found a 54. And we're getting to the final roll here shortly. So this is pretty awesome. And this is going to basically be the end of it. Saving this one for last because I had a Georgie Ender. I'm not too sure what these ones could be, but it could be a mixture of all three yet again. But I want to leave this one for last. Another 62. Wonder who owned these at one point. That's my biggest mystery. It's like, who owned these coins before me? Who were they owned by? How long did he have them for? Did he accumulate them over the years? Like, I have so many of the same date that I can't even put them on top of the second rolls. Good stacks. This is a lot. This is the final roll, so I'm hoping for another 48 or even something pretty old. That'd be pretty cool if I found the very first year of dime, 1858. The chances of that even having a date would have to be like next to none. I'm surprised I haven't even found a 49 yet. Those are pretty common as well. Just gotta make sure some things have great years. Ooh, another 58. 65. 51. 43. 55. Really? What the heck? That's so scary. I'd be like, I don't care if it's $100 or the gold. I don't know. Something about oral hygiene scares the living heck out of me. That's why I brush my teeth a lot. Something about cavities and stuff like that scares me. But hey, if you want it, be my guest. I always wonder. This is a joke I always say to myself. Has any of these dimes ever passed through someone? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That'd be kind of a little scary. I don't like to think about it, but we're getting close to the very end. And then I will be going for a while. You guys might not know when I might show up next. Could be in your kitchen, could be in your living room, could be under your ceiling floor tiles. Never know where I might show up next. But this was amazing. Basically, 9,500 silver dimes in this. So, this better not be another 68. It's a 66. Good. 63. 62 and 3 more dimes. 43. 62. And the final one to end it. 1952. So, I would say this is pretty fun. Going through these, organizing them, and now I have the fun task of putting them in here and making sure how many whole new rolls I have. So now I have a whole roll of 55s. I know I'm not going to have a whole roll of 58s. 8 of them there. That would put my total to 42 now for the 58s. So that's going to be 8 away before I get a whole roll of 58s. It's going to be 1, so I was going to put it 17. I'm going to need another 33 of no's. 55s, I already have enough no's. And basically, yeah, I have accumulated a lot. So here's something before I go that I'm going to let people know. In the past, I've already showed off the 3 coins out of the 6 coins that I'm going to be giving away to one lucky Canadian or American subscriber. I won't be able to ship anywhere else. One of them's this, I'm pretty sure, 2021? Yeah, 2021 colorized Klondike Looney. That was one of them. The other one was a colorized 2020 Bill Reed Toonie, personally picked by me, so you know you're going to be getting some nice coins. A silver, pretty sure in the 64% or 63. Netherlands, 1941, 25-cent piece, which is pretty awesome, to say the least. So you're going to be getting that as well. And you either have the choice at the very end. You can either choose the 65 uncirculated quarter if you're one of the winners, or about uncirculated. It's a pretty nice quarter, I'd say the least. This was from my scrap bin. It's got a little bit of cleaning marks. It's completely uncirculated, so it is a nicer quarter to have for. Or you can either choose a dateless 90% SLQ. You can choose an SLQ, your choice. So that would be the 4th coin, one of your 2 choices. Doesn't mean you get both, but you will get one of the other. So far, the way I look at it, yeah, you get about a $3 to $4 colorized coin, about another $4 to $5 colorized coin, another $3 coin, and you potentially get a $5 silver quarter too as well. So that'll be to one of the lucky Canadian or American subscribers once I reach 500 subs, which isn't going to be that far away. I only need about, pretty sure, 37, 38. Not too much, not too far away, but that will be in the future. So if you're from Canada or America, I will be able to ship to you. It'll usually be within a week or so to send, but yeah. Hopefully you guys like, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow, and talk about grow. I mean, look how big this collection is now. I'm a really lucky guy. You guys are really lucky guys. And thanks for watching my video. But before I go, here are some other coins that, if you haven't seen already, here in Canada. Here are another solid toonie. I actually found another extra shoe variety. And what I mean by extra shoe is, probably won't be able to see it, but if you look underneath, basically, if you look where the footing is, there will be a die cut basically underneath where the indentation, the incusing underneath the feet would be. There would be a die chip. So basically, that is an extra shoe variety. Just a really nice 2010 Vancouver's Looney. I know Roland is from Vancouver's. So here's a key date, 1991 quarter that I found a while back. Probably showed these off in the last video, but here's 1970, a little bit more nicer. And before I go, another key date that I found once at work was this 1948 nickel. Found that in the cash drawer at work. Get that hair off there, but unfortunately it's got a scratch. So hopefully you guys like this video, and I will see you guys down the road. Thank you for coming down. You guys Have a good one.